Hey, what up, what up, what up? AK here. And today we're going to take a look at budget beginner guitar, Fender FA 125, made in China. This is about a 2019 made guitar, and I'm just going to be changing the strings and reconditioning the fretboard and the tailpiece bridge. And there it is, the FA series Fender Acoustic. If that's something you're interested in, stick around for the Broke Single Guitar Show. Alright, not a whole lot on the construction of this guitar, but it was in dire need of some conditioning. Didn't get a whole lot off of Sweetwater. Basically, the specs just say that it's a Dreadnought acoustic guitar and it's natural, all laminate construction, modern 3.3 headstock, and a Viking bridge. And just by looking at this fretboard, you can tell that it's really dried out, needs some TLC, and we'll take a look at the tuners, just standard, no brand, generic tuners. And looks like we've got a little ding on the back and stress cack that you usually see on Dreadnought guitars. I did check the neck. There's no damage to the neck or anything. It's set in there, and it's just a stress crack. Now, I did have a problem getting the E, the low E string out. Somebody had pulled it really taut at some point, so I had to get some tools, push it through. Finally got it. And whenever you change your strings, make sure that these nuts on the machine heads are taut, nice and taut, because as you can see, that wiggles around a lot. If they're not, that could cause some tuning instabilities. I do want to mention that the neck does have a nice black binding that goes all the way around it. You'll be able to see that after we're done. I just take your generic furniture polish, I believe it's a lemon oil, and I will use a cotton swab, soak up a little bit of it, and you can instantly see that this wood is thirsty. It comes to life immediately, and I actually went over this thing a couple times and just let it soak up the oil. It looked like it had never been conditioned. Probably hadn't even been conditioned since it left the factory. Now this Mustache tailpiece here was so dry that it was splintering and just shredding my cotton swab. But I took a t-shirt and wiped it up and came back in a little bit and reinstalled the oil because this was really super dry. Like, I've never seen a bridge that was actually splintering because it was so dry. And the inside construction looks good. You can see the string holes and the block for the strap. And then up in the front, you can see the neck and where it is set. There's a little bit of glue residue on there, but it's actually a really clean job inside. Looks brand new. But I'm going to put these rock and blue 10s to 52s on this guitar. They're a lighter gauge, easier on the fingers. I believe this guitar is going to beginner guitar, that is taking courses in their high school class. I usually put all the strings through, as you can see. I'll just get them ready, and you don't really have to worry about pulling them too tight right here. As you tune the guitar, you can push down the pegs to get the strings to set a little bit better in the tailpiece there. And now my thoughts on this guitar pretty much is that it's not a bad guitar. They run about $199 brand new, and granted, there's a lot of guitars out there that you can get for $199 that have piezo pickups and volume tone knobs, and some of them even have tuners, and you know, you can plug them in and whatnot. But I think personally, just for an acoustic beginner guitar, this is a really nice model. It's not, you know, it's not what I would consider a gigging guitar, but it's something, it could be a good first guitar. And of course, as you can see, I got this on fast motion, and I'm not really putting a whole lot of turns, but I do at least like to get 3 to 4 good wraps on the wound strings, and then even up to 8 good turns on, or wraps on, the steel strings. And once you get them in there, before you tune or while you tune, you want to kind of be pulling on the strings, stretching them out, pushing on the tuning, or I mean on the tailpiece pegs. So you can push on the tailpiece pegs and make sure those are set, because they will pull up a little bit. And I do like these snark tuners. They seem to be very popular these days, and I don't have any problem tuning electric or acoustic guitars with these tuners. So. And there we go. We'll go ahead and clip these. Try not to clip them too low, but if you ever have to take off a string and then put it back on again, you might want to leave just a little bit more than that, or put a couple extra winds on the string. And here we go with the bridge. It's looking a heck of a lot better, and the neck looks like a totally different neck. This looks like plastic inlays, and of course plastic nut, and it looks like the Viking bridge that the Viking saddle looks like it's nylon. And let's take a listen, see what this sounds like. right, after listening to it, it's not really a bad sounding guitar. Very easy to clean up. And, you know, even though it's a laminate finish, it just takes a cotton cloth and cleans up really nice. And is it worth $200? It's much to say depending on what your needs are. Like I said, if you need a gigging guitar for coffee house or something, you might want something that plugs in. But for beginner or intermediate guitar, just something to pluck around the house, this is a great guitar for that. Camping guitar, something. But anyways, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, leave a comment, and don't forget I am giving away a Harley Benton DC600, and I will see you guys next week here on the Broke Single Guitar Show.